All right, guys. Hello. Happy witching hour. It is High Priestess Jamila. How are you guys? Um, so not that, I actually wanted to come and talk about this real quick about Michelle Diebel, aka Miss L, who is a member of the Black sector, who is also a racist. I wanted to come and speak about her and Mike's claim that she murdered my father with black magic. I want to come and talk about that for a second. Okay, specifically about that. And I decided to do that from this channel because I'm not going to take her over to the Witch's Broom channel. Okay. First of all, I want to say that bullshit. Total bullshit. For some reason, there are some people that are sadly mistaken in thinking that um death magic and putting somebody to death with magic is like the most powerful, when in reality necromancy is so much more complicated than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just about I'm gonna light a candle and kill you. Ooh, no. Okay. First of all, Michelle Diebel is not even a witch. She's a black sector troll. She does not have knowledge of necromancy. I want everybody to listen carefully. I think that it was really very low lifed. I think that it was really very disgusting for her to make that claim. But she's been sitting around waiting for people to die in my family so that she can claim this, because for some reason, like about a year ago, and I don't know what this chick's problem is, but I do have some messages for her from spirit. She has been sitting around waiting on folk in my family to pass away so that she can claim that she did it. And to about a year or two ago, she was live, and I haven't watched her in like a year or two. I can't sit and listen to it. It seems like whatever her mental condition is, it's been deteriorating. Um, But I was watching her, and she said she made a claim that I told her that I murdered her mother with magic. She basically accused me. Now, first of all, her mother passed away so long ago, it is ridiculous. Okay. And then I had nothing to do with that whatsoever. Wouldn't even want to, don't even care about her like that. I actually think that her mother passed away by suicide or something like that. And so that doesn't, that, so I don't know why she said that. I think since she is a troll, she is mentally ill, and she's in that black sector, she wants to try to justify why she's stalking and harassing me on this platform. So that's first of all. But second of all, um, she's just a scared person. She's very scary. Okay. She's scared. And there's a couple of different reasons why this chick and her man are harassing me. Number one is obsession. Number two, it's because my ex keeps placating their obsession because he can't seem to handle his relationships on his own. Number three, she's racist. She does not like black people, including my ex. She hates him too. Um, and a big, 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 big reason why Miss L is saying that is because she's extra soft and sensitive. Hey, Adam. She's very sensitive, but then she's obsessive, which don't mix. If you are either one of those things, you might want to take several seats. Oh, thank you, Adam. You might want to take several seats and kind of sit out social media, period. Okay, if that's what you are, sensitive and obsessive. Because and her beef is not even with me. Her beef is with Lamar Will Sr. That's who her beef ultimately is with. And here's the problem. She doesn't want to be talked about. She doesn't like it when people in that sector talk about her, which is kind of an oxymoron. Like, what the hell are you listening for then? Why would you even be involved with that? So, that within itself is why she would make that claim, because she wants to scare people. If you are scared of Miss L, you need to open up your third eye. If you have any fear of this chick, you need to clear out your third eye because you got some stuff clogged up in there. Okay. She wants people to fear her so that they won't talk about her. So then she would decide, oh, this is convenient. Jamila's father passes away. Let's claim that I lit a Santa Martha candle and murdered him. Even though her target was my ex, she actually hates my ex with a passion. And really, he's her original target. This chick is so fake. And that's why I don't contend with my ex, because I'm just tired of him hanging around with fake friends. I hate that because she's not his friend at all. So she is very sensitive. She's factually very, very sensitive. And but at the same time, she can't tear herself away from listening to what is being said about her. In fact, she even goes to certain people's live shows so she can see if they're talking about her. which makes no sense. If you're sensitive, why are you looking for trouble in that sector that they're in? So, and I'd say that it's a lot of people that either are involved with that sector or were involved with that sector that are very sensitive to the words of others. Okay. And they get very upset about what is being said about them. I feel like you should just not listen. Personally, you know, going to the extreme of claiming that you murdered my father with a black candle, mediocre, remedial, very remedial. Then there's another reason, attention. She wants attention, in particular, my attention. She has been over on her channel for the past month talking about how bad she wants my attention. It's very creepy, right? So I know that this chick is not a witch. She's not. And you don't even necessarily have to be a witch, but she's not that. She wants to pretend to be a witch so that she can get my attention. And then also, she feels as though if she claims something like that, it will give her protection from that sector. Okay. So I wanted to let everybody know, I don't care what Mike says. Mike does not know what he's talking about. He did a whole show wasting his life earlier, 2 or 3 hours of lying. And his only proof that he wasn't lying was a very old 7 or 8 year video that was made when my family was having problems. That's what they do in that sector. They will spin stuff and they will present something that is the truth. Yeah, me and my mother were having problems, but that doesn't mean that he's telling the truth about everything that he's saying. So he's a lie. Okay. Straight up lie. In fact, he ain't paid her for nothing. I can promise you he ain't. I can promise you that Mike has not sent that lady no money for no spell work. Okay. So that was made up. I think that part of her karma is going to come from freaking people out. A lot of it is going to come from that because somebody actually really did pass away. And you know what? You're going to have to get that karma. Because, first of all, I've never done anything to you, Michelle. Never, except for back when I was in love with Mike. I asked you to stay away from him. But I've never done anything to you. I don't give a damn about you being racist. That's another thing that she does to get attention. But I think she really is racist. Listen, I don't care about you like that. I'm not tripping off of you, you know? And I believe she's in a paranoid delusion or something. Like honestly, um, it was something I was getting ready to say about that. Oh, it'll come back. Listen, not only is she stalking me, but she also has other things that she's doing. I would have no reason to like, honestly, she's no threat to me. She's more of a threat to herself than anybody else. Okay. And I did do a reading on her before I came on here. And a lot of the cards was like, wow, she's going through it. In fact, I hope that her cat is okay because she has a history of murdering her cats. So I hope that that animal is doing okay. Okay. You know, people like her should stay away from magic. And if she is going to deal with any magic or witchcraft, she should only practice magic to heal herself or to make her life better. If you can't even listen, she can't even handle. Okay, a person that can't handle a black sector roast is not is not a necromancer. A person that can't handle people talking about them and they're extra sensitive, and then also you're so sensitive that you want to talk about somebody else, right? So instead of her confronting these people, she's talking about me, someone that hasn't talked about her in forever. And I'm pretty sure that she's enjoying this conversation because I haven't spoken about her. She's been over there on her channel saying, "Oh, I want Jamila to pay me some attention." So it's all about getting my attention. Okay. Okay, you got my attention. You claim to murder my father. I'm not going to get into detail about what about the spiritual circumstances behind my father's death. It's not these people's business. It isn't. It isn't these people's business. And, you know, I would suggest strongly for her and that dude to stop stalking me, is what I would suggest. After what I saw in the cards, um, so Mike keeps saying that it's karma. You're trying to compare somebody saying something negative about a deceased person, and you're trying to say that that you can, that a person that says something about a dead person is going to cause the death of another person. That's said no necromancer ever. Those people in that sector are not spiritual experts. They don't know what they are talking about. Just because they are willfully stalkerish does not mean that they're strong, powerful, or any of that. It just means that they are behind a computer and they don't have any filter, you know? They feel powerful and strong and comfortable because they're behind a computer. If I were to ever see this chick on the streets, she would probably run and hide from me. Her and her man would run and hide from me. They're big and bad keyboard gangsters. They're big and bad when it comes to the computer, but in real life or in the spirit realm, no. Okay. If you believe that Michelle Diebel can kill somebody with magic, I'm sorry, you're not very smart. If you believe Mike when he says that she murdered my father with magic, you need to, like I said, open up your third eye. So, you know, now I do see her in spirit trying to meditate a lot, trying to mess with people's heads. I can see everything she doing, right? Because she just recently was in my radar because of her claims that she made. But a psychic attack, I mean, literally we slay those within 60 seconds or less. In fact, yesterday, probably around 1 or 2 p.m., I was being psychically attacked. Literally just used my black mirror to get rid of that crap. And, so a psychic attack is not necessarily witchcraft. That's just psychic. Okay. So there's a lot of witches that are not psychic at all. So you don't have to be psychic to be a witch. Two different things. Okay. um, I can tell you that she's gonna have bad things happen to her for claiming that. And it's not just because of me, but it is because she is problematic. She is seen as problematic by Santa Muerta, does not like her at all. And then neither does Hecate. So the gods are definitely speaking about her. They don't like her because she is trying to create fear around witchcraft. If you ask me, I believe that she's Christian. She's a total fraud. All of these Christian trolls that are pretending to be witches need to be careful because there is a hierarchy, and sigils and salt is not going to keep them out. The hierarchy does not want people creating fear around witchcraft. Okay? Y'all got to understand that Mike is Christian. He's Christian. So is she. They're perpetrating a fraud because they don't like witches or witchcraft. That chick is totally a fraud. She is. She's not, what she's saying is not real. Okay. I've seen plenty of necromantic altars. She showed her altar, and that's the only altar that she has. And having a picture of a skull is not gonna do it. I mean, although it can do a lot, but to murder somebody, no. I think that it was I think that they sunk very, very low. Um, Sad to say that I believe that my ex Mike, he is one of those Christians that probably was looking forward to the world ending yesterday. And when it didn't, he got upset. By the way, my ex does have depression. He's manic depressive, and that's what causes him to flip like that. Okay. So the problem, the reason why Miss L is going to have problems has a lot to do with a lady who's very beautiful that looks like a skeleton. And then also a the goddess of witches has a problem with her. Lilith has a problem with her. And it's because she's trying to create fear around witchcraft on purpose because she is Christian. Okay. So she's doing an impersonation, and she's trying to be manipulative is what she's doing. But no, that chick does not and will not ever have the power to cause an explosion in Kansas from Ohio. She will never have that kind of power. In fact, that kind of power would be rare. Uh, you know, hey, listen, I may be a little cocky, but I'm smart. Okay. And if I felt like, first of all, I can pick up on everybody's spiritual gifts. Okay, even the ones that they don't know about. If I felt like she had that kind of, knowledge, I wouldn't disrespect her the way that I do. Not hardly anybody has that kind of power to do that, especially to a man that does not know you. My father doesn't know that lady. Okay. So it's trolling. It's called religious trolling, Christian trolling. This is one of the reasons why I had to let go of my ex. He's doing too much. He goes way too far. Um Again, her justification for stalking me in the first place is that she claimed that I told her that I murdered her mother. I've never told her that. What like first of all, what's the obsession with murder? What is the obsession with death magic? When death magic is not even murder to begin with. And I was saying on my Witch's Broom channel that I practice medieval necromancy. Yeah, that dark shit. Yeah. And that's not even about murdering somebody. Okay. Yeah, you can believe whatever you want to believe. What I'm talking about is more believable, you know. I mean, even Mike knows that he's just being an asshole. For real. He's just being an asshole, a deep asshole. He was being a deep asshole. Um, so after I did that last live about his mother, I could pick up on his thoughts and his conversations, right? Which is what made me go live. I can read Mike's mind even if he's miles away. Okay. So he was actually very angry about that live that I just did, probably about maybe an hour or so ago. He got very angry about it. I don't give a damn. But he was thinking about death and how he wanted to, for some reason, this dude thinks that he can wish death on people or he wants people to die for saying anything about his mother. Oh, boo hoo. Okay. You're talking about my children's mother. You just spent the past 2 or 3 hours talking about somebody else's mama. So I guess the rules are going to apply to you too, right? Uh huh. The only difference is that I'm not deceased. What difference does it make? None. It makes no difference. So, I did tell him that I wish him peace in that video that I did because he needs it. Is he ever going to get it hanging around with those people? Not ever. And he'll get sick of it. He's going to get sick of it. And, he's going to walk away once again. He's going to remove all those videos, all that crud that he put up because he's going to get the wake up call. Back to Miss L. Miss Smell is actually, no, I'm joking. I know. Miss L, hun, um, you were in violation by claiming that you took the life of my father. You need to be careful about what you claim, especially when you are attacking innocent people. I am innocent. My children are innocent. You know why? Because we don't contend with you. And you're attacking me based upon a man that literally is subject to excited delirium. So, being upset, that upset to the point where you're wishing death on people's children, to the point where you're wishing death on people, you got to understand that most of their karma is going to come from wishing death on my children. Most of that is going to come from wishing death on my children. Okay. So, witchcraft is not a playground. It's a very, very, very serious thing. Necromancy is a very, very serious thing. Yes, death magic curses are possible. Absolutely. Now, here's one thing I want to tell you. I think that a lot of the people that are in that sector, I think that they want me to be terrorized because I've been saying that I'm going to do death magic on them. So y'all shouldn't be stalking me. You shouldn't be disrespecting me. You shouldn't be dropping revenge porn on me. You shouldn't be trying to destabilize my family. Okay? You shouldn't be trying to do that. If you were in my shoes, you would be saying the same thing, the exact same thing. Okay. And it's not, oh, just get out of social media. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Sorry. You can't deny people's rights of being in social media. Get out of here with that. Okay. What you can do is unsub from my channel and just not watch my videos. If I'm disturbed by somebody and their content, I'm just not going to watch their videos. If I don't like a person, I'm not going to watch them. And apart from today, Miss L, I never talk about you ever. Okay. You going to have some issues for even claiming that. You not big and bad. You need to sit down somewhere and have several seats, is what you need to do. Sit down somewhere. Okay. Before I sit you down, is what I want to say to her. You are no spiritual authority over here. Neither is Mike. Mike has no authority over my family whatsoever. He's not the judge. He's not the jury. He's nothing to my family like that. Okay. I know y'all got y'all little sick fantasies because I was picking up on some stuff the other day. I was totally disturbed. I was like, what the hell? You know? And I would strongly suggest y'all throw away any videos that y'all have of me too, because all those videos are cursed. The videos, y'all know what videos I'm talking about. The one that are of a graphic sexual nature. Okay. And you gotta, just stop being delusional, is what I want you to do. Okay. And the last thing I'm gonna say before I go is Miss L, you are going to get some big problems for making those claims that you made. You're going to get some big problems. Don't say I did not warn you. I don't have to put a curse on you. That's going to happen automatically. Okay. And the reason why is because you're Christian, and you're out here perpetrating a fraud pretending to be a witch and your intention is to scare people off of witchcraft, or either scare people away from me. And I'm gonna tell you something. My spirits ain't dealing with that. They tired. They sick of it. They out of patience. That's why Mike was over there for 2 or 3 hours talking about me, because he wants to isolate me. That's sick. That's sick. Get help. Okay. But you specifically, and him and Mike, and I think that the karma that y'all getting already started, because Mike was unbelievably angry. And I saw somebody in Lamar's chat room talking about, ooh, he really loved her. No, he's going through it. He's going through it because of the shit he's been doing. Okay. I don't know what church y'all are with, or if y'all have y'all own churches or whatever that y'all are doing, but y'all need to back the fuck up. And I don't give a shit how racist you are. You don't have the right to dictate to anybody. Okay. That looks mentally ill. That's all it looks like. And you running around here trying to pretend to be a damn slave master. Not going to happen. That's one of the reasons why Mike will see me no more, because he went off into a psychosis talking about slave master shit. And I'm just like triggered, like, okay, no. Okay. And you know what? Our ancestors don't like that shit either. That's a very uncomfortable, creepy, and fucking fucked up feeling. Nobody that like that's what I've and usually Mike's corner of the sector, especially when Miss L comes into the picture, it's this weirdness of black people are slaves and all that bullshit. Man, listen, show some respect. Do I attack you for what happened in history? No. So that's even more double trouble, triple ripple. Okay. Because I don't fucking attack white people because of fucking history. Ever. So I don't deserve none of that shit, and I don't accept it. What you need to do instead of trying to do death magic, because you're going to look like you about 90 years old, because even though you're not actually doing death magic, you're not actually doing it. You're not actually being successful at doing it. However, just the fact that you're doing it unjustified is making you age. You probably been sitting over there wishing death on me and my children and my family for years, and that's why you can't even cam up. Why don't you do a beauty spell on yourself? Why don't you do something to heal yourself? That don't make no sense. Why you sitting up here trying to, and it doesn't matter that I'm black. What do you think, that just because I'm black, that means that you can attack me? Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say. I'm just letting you know the backlash of it. And we know y'all not going to listen. Sometimes even when you're playing a role, you can still get in trouble for playing a role. You're not even serious about the claims that you're making. Not really. But the fact that you're lying about it. Witchcraft is not something to lie about. Okay. I mean, you can come on here and say, hey, I farted daisies today. And we all know that that's a lie, but that's a white lie. When you start lying about witchcraft, that's when there's a problem. Okay. And Mike don't have the power to kill nobody. He doesn't. He would like for people to believe it, just like you, Miss L. because Mike is actually very, very sensitive to the words of others. It's funny how he can dish it out, but he can't take it. Maybe he needs to learn how to transmute instead of being so negative all the time. Okay. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say about that. I everybody in my collective, do not believe those people. They're mentally ill, and then they're frauds. Okay. So I want to assure all of my people that Miss L don't have the power to murder nobody. Okay. And then also those of you that are thinking about learning about the craft and things of that nature, don't listen to that crap. Those people are all about fear. That's just like Lamar was over there trying to say that my father was doing the same jars that I'm doing. Uh, are you freaking kidding me? Like that don't even make no sense whatsoever. Alcohol is not an explosive. I guess if you mixed it with something, it's flammable. It's definitely flammable, but it's not an explosive, okay? Okay. So, a little bit of alcohol in water is not what my father was dealing with. So, it's all about creating fear, okay, around me. And then, of course, we know that sector likes to try to isolate me, which is totally ridiculous. So, wanted to assure my collective or whoever watches me or whoever is getting into witchcraft, don't let those people scare you off. Okay, that's whether or not you are a student of mine, thinking about being a student, or if you are just somebody that is learning about the craft and you may have ran into my channel. Okay. I do not, even though me and Mike used to be very close, we aren't anymore. Well, we still are. I'm breaking away from him because I don't like his friends. Doesn't mean that his views reflect my opinions or that his opinions are even accurate. And just because he's a man does not mean a damn thing. Okay, he likes to believe that just because he's a man and he said something that everybody's supposed to believe it. And yeah, no. Okay. And he's no authority. He really likes to try to speak about me as if he has some kind of authority, as if he's going to call something down. Nobody has any power to call something down from the universe for me except for me. Okay. And you too. Okay. In reality, nobody can say, oh, you won't let me stalk you and treat you like crud and do this and that to you. Well, I'm going to just kill you with a candle. No, not the way that it works. And see, we have to consider that there are also kids watching us. There's like 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds that are watching our channels, especially the witchy channels, and they're learning about witchcraft. And I encourage even a younger person. Hell, I wish I would have got into the craft when I was like 14 or 15. I was smoking too much weed. I was smoking way too much weed back then. I wasn't thinking about no witchcraft when I was 13 or 14. Okay. All right. Anywho, I'm not going to argue about this and go back and forth or debate about it. Okay. And I'm not going to address this girl again because she has a deep obsession with me. Because I was listening to her show a few weeks ago with Mike. Me and Mike were listening to it, and she was like, "Where's Jamila? Jamila hasn't said anything. Jamila, say something to me. I want your attention." And it's like, ain't you 40? This chick is like 40, and it's okay to be immature, but and it's crazy because when you say to these people, hey, listen, um, I am a mother, our energies don't mesh well together. It's like not a good match. Then they get upset and want to start threatening your kids. Okay. So, I felt like, which I didn't even watch his whole show. I felt like all of those females were trying to be threatening to my children, even females in Lamar's chat. For some reason, all of a sudden, these people have conjured up hatred for my children, calling them little brats and all of that stuff. All you older people need to really, really, really stop. Okay? Stop. I did not appreciate that at all. My children being bought into that sector, and Mike knows it, and he'll figure it out. He will definitely figure it out. Okay. And I would really appreciate it if he would take the images. I'm going to say this because I know Mike is listening. You need to take those images of my children off of your channel because I am flagging you, boo boo. Okay. And I know that you've got flagging power because you have trolls or whatever. But if it boils down to it, we can get the police involved. Okay. We can. If you get to flagging my channel again, if you get to trying to mess with my company again, I will get the police involved. Mike, okay? You need to take the images of my daughter down from your channel immediately. The clock is ticking. I'm not playing with you, okay? And I'm not going to put images of your kid up because I'm not tit for tat. I don't do shit like that. I'm not a child predator, okay? And I will report your channel to the FBI, Mike. Just FYI, boo boo, because you act like you don't know. You act like everybody doesn't know what's going on in that sector. Okay. I will report your channel to the FBI. Okay. Because to be honest with you, that black sector, one of the reasons why I do not contend with it actually, and I would never claim to be a part of that sector, is because those people are factually child predators. Okay. My daughter was talking about a negative experience that she had with her grandmother. That was back when my mother's presence was on YouTube. My mother was not doing right by her family. She was not doing right by her family at the time. So, if that sector wants to get into this thing to where you're going to start threatening my children because of this dude, because he has a problem with my children, because he wants to throw a temper tantrum, because he knows that I'm going back home to my children, then trust and believe that I will drop all of y'all. I will drop, I swear to Goddess, because I really do have the power to murder somebody with black magic. I've got that power, not Miss L, me. And if I feel that my children are being put in any kind of danger, Cat Smith, you need to realize that, we got family in KC Mo. You were acting like a direct threat to my children. I don't know if a lot of y'all females are scared of Mike or why y'all do that, but y'all need to shift it away. Because I'm going to tell you something. Y'all have threatened the lives of my children, and I don't feel comfortable with that at all. And I do not mind going to prison for the rest of my life. I'm just going to say it like that. I'm just going to say it like that. Okay. Fuck some magic. Fuck some witchcraft. I will go to prison. I will. With my bare fucking hands. I will come for you. I will fucking rip your goddamn throat out. Don't fucking come for my kids. I don't know what the hell y'all think this is. It was really disgusting what y'all were doing. Really disgusting. But you know what? All y'all did was expose yourselves. While y'all were trying to expose me telling all these lies, you just exposed yourselves. Is all you did. And it looked really disgusting. The whole thing looked disgusting. I wanted to throw up. I literally wanted to fucking throw up. And y'all better go fucking target somebody else and not me and my family, is what I'm going to say in closing. I would highly suggest y'all to do that. Okay? That's my suggestion to y'all. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to be flagging Mike, and I'm going to also flag that dude too, his channel as well, because I've been trying to flag him for the longest, and it just seems to, like, YouTube just doesn't seem to get it. I flagged him for copyright twice, 3 times. I don't have time to be sitting around flagging. I got better shit to do. Ain't nobody over here scared of none of y'all. And neither of my daughters. And both of they men, what Mike failed to tell you is that both of they men carry guns. Okay? The men that Mike was talking about that's with my daughters, they both carry guns. This is a fact. Okay? And they not afraid to use it. My one son-in-law, he has a grandbaby. My other daughter, pregnant, protected. No, my daughter's boyfriend is not beating her up. He will blow somebody's fucking head off for that girl. He will blow your fucking ass to kingdom come for my daughter. Both of them will. Okay? So let's stop with the fantasy shit and get to reality. Okay? And y'all ain't doing no black magic to make my daughter argue with her boyfriend either. Trust me, my daughter got enough black magic of her own. Both of them do. Because they are very, very different from me when I was in my 20s. Them are some savages. Okay, their father's name is Franklin Childress. That's their father, right? Okay, y'all assuming that they're like me when I was in my 20s. No, man, them is some savages. Okay, so y'all need to fucking move on. Okay. All right, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I will see all of y'all later. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up for those of y'all that do support me. I know it's a lot of hate watchers over here because y'all need to go get some mental help. All you got to do is Google mental crisis hotline on Google. Okay, if you're hate watching me, Google mental crisis hotline and call them. Take the initiative to get some help before you get fucked up. Okay? Because here's the whole thing about it. Y'all take it for granted. Y'all think because it's so many of y'all, I can do y'all all in one big fucking whoop, and y'all all know it already. Okay, I don't have to do work on y'all one by one. And I think that y'all really believe that. I think y'all really believe that if I do work on y'all, that I got to do it one at a time. No, I don't. I don't. I can do you all at once, straight up and down, real quick. Okay. And if y'all want me to give you a little preview of what I can do it right now. I can do it right now. Right now. Okay. All right. That's pretty much what I wanted to say. Y'all need to go and try to pick on somebody that is aggressive. Y'all, y'all all really punks, to be honest with you. Y'all like to harass people that ain't thinking about y'all. Y'all like to be threatening to people that y'all believe are weaker than y'all. Knowing damn well, I bet you wouldn't come at a lot of other people that way. Y'all come at each other sideways, and y'all come at little kids and shit, but y'all ain't y'all will buckle over and bow down and bend over backwards, you know what I'm saying, for people that's in your hood and your neighborhood. Y'all some punks. Y'all not tough at all. And yeah, my daughter's man, that he a thug. Y'all done seen his Facebook. Y'all done seen his Facebook. Y'all already know what's up with that nigga. That nigga will murder you over that girl. He will fucking end your life over my daughter. Okay, both of them will, because my other daughter got a daughter already. Okay, all right, that's pretty much all I gotta say. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Blessings. Bye bye.